Fine. So now we are going to start with a new topic and continue with it, that is neurodynamics. So how a nerve is moving. Whenever a nerve is moved, but first of all, we'll discuss about the property of the nerve, that is viscoelasticity. Yes, viscous, that is બે fluid or બે layer વચ્ચે જે પણ friction થાય, that is viscosity. We saw this in aquatic therapy also, if you remember. Viscosity of the water. Yes, that also helps in providing the resistance. Similarly, જ્યારે પણ આપણે મૂવ કરીએ છીએ nerve ને, it also has friction with the surrounding structures. Yes, say for example muscles, tendons, other blood vessels, etc. Surrounding structures સાથે એ easily friction create કરશે, that is viscosity. And also it is elastic, we can stretch it to a limit. Yes, so that is viscoelastic property. This viscoelastic property we want to maintain, we want to enhance. આને જ આપણે maintain કરવું છે અથવા વધારવું છે, એની માટે આપણે પ્રોવાઈડ કરી છે ન્યુરલ મોબિલાઇઝેશન ઓર ન્યુરોડાયનામિક ટેકનિક્સ. So how nerves move? So nerves move with convergence, that is moving with the muscles. જે પણ muscle contract થાય છે, જે direction માં contract થાય છે, joint જે contract થશે, joint જે move થશે જે direction માં, એ જ direction માં એ nerve પણ move થશે. Yes, so convergence is the nerves move in the direction of the joint because that is where elongation is initiated. The effect of the two ends produce little or no movement in the nerves relative to joint thoroughly at the midpoint. Whenever a joint is moving, say for example, this is the movement happening at MCP. Now, at this point, nerves have to move in the direction where already the joint is moving. Joint is moving in forward direction, there only the nerves will move. Yes, the opposite na jai શકે. Opposite જાય તો break થઈ જશે. Yes, so it moves in the direction with the joint itself. Convergence occurs in limb and spine at most mobile segments. જ્યારે પણ movement significant હશે, say for example, if I am doing only this thing, small amount of neural mobilization will happen. But if I am doing this complete movement, yes, જ્યારે પણ movement range of motion વધારે હશે, large joints are involved. At that time, there are more chances the nerve will move along with the joint. Yes, બાકી small amount માં move થશે, which is not considerable or significant. And spine at most mobile segments, even at spine also. Yes, so at spine also, movement, say for example, the first example that we took, yes, that was for the spine itself, we took the head into side flexion, so as the nerve originating from the spinal cord directly will lead to the compression or tensioning over that part. Yes, so this is an example. So convergence of the nerve tissue, you can see very clearly as the bone is moving. Similarly, in the same direction, you can see the nerve here dictated with the blue line, dark blue compared to the background, and here it moves in the direction in which the joint has moved. જે direction માં joint move થશે, each direction માં એને move થવું જ પડશે. Now bending. The bending of the neural structures around the interface is a good example of the combining of the fundamental event to produce a more complex action. Same thing. જ્યારે પણ આપણે say for example, if my hand is straight, the nerve is passing straight here. Now, if I'm moving it into flexion, yes, the nerve has to bend and move. Yes, this is nerve bending. Yes, it is also in the direction of the joint itself in which it is moving, but more importantly, the structure itself is completely bending, changing the complete direction. So that is now bending. One is convergence, second is now bending. If I'm keeping the hand slightly up to here, it is convergence. But if it has to change the direction completely, it is now bending. It has to bend. Then movement of innervated tissues. જે પણ innervated tissues છે, ઈ પણ એની સાથે nerve સાથે જ move થશે. Say for example, in addition to longitudinal forces being applied to the nervous system from the adjacent to the nerve, the innervated tissues can also produce such events. કોઈ muscle, say for example biceps muscle, yes, two joint muscle, ઈ અહીંયા supply થાય છે. Say for example, here is the main neuromuscular junction, એટલે nerve અને muscle નું interaction ત્યાં થાય છે સૌથી વધારે. So here, whenever the belly is moving backwards, જ્યારે પણ આપણે, you can palpate your belly of the biceps muscle, yes, muscle belly, and then when you move it, when you move the hand, elbow into flexion, you can feel the muscle belly from one region it moving, shifting to other region. એની સાથે nerve ને પણ move કરવું પડશે. ખાલી muscle move થાય nerve ત્યાં ત્યારે neuromuscular junction disrupt થઈ જાય. That means paralyzed થઈ જશે muscle. Yes, so it has to move together with it. So you can palpate, move the hand, and still now you can feel the muscle main belly was here, now it has moved slightly posteriorly. So એની સાથે આ પણ move થશે, that is the nerves. Yes, nerves move થશે સાથે, that means some amount of we can say nervous tissue જે હોય એ આખું nervous tissue move થશે. Yes, so it is again following the properties of viscoelasticity. And also the innervated tissue can produce such events. એટલે convergence અને bend both can be produced by the nervous tissue also. joint માં movement ઓછી થશે પણ muscle ની movement વધારે હોય તો પણ આવું થઈ શકે. Yes, that is they can cause convergence or bend in the nervous tissue. So innervated muscle or innervated tissues, innervation એટલે કે nerve જેને supply કરે છે. Yes, say for example muscle, say for example free nerve ending, proprioception, everything, proprioceptors, all the receptors. Yes, they are all provided by the nerves. Nerves na hoy to connection જ ના હોય with the brain of the periphery. Yes, may that be motor part or the sensory part. For instance, dorsiflexion of the foot and toes used to apply tension on sciatic nerve. તો જ્યારે પણ તમે dorsiflex કરો, yes, foot ને and toes ને પણ, ત્યારે sciatic nerve પણ stretch થશે. Yes, so which is again causing tensioning in the one part of the nerve. તો એને move કરવા માટે compulsory છે. It has to move, then only it can sustain, otherwise it will break off. Yes, now there are two mechanisms, closing and opening mechanism. નામ ઉપરથી જ ખબર પડી જશે. First we are talking about the closing mechanism. So closing mechanism are those that produce increased pressure on neural structure by the way of reducing the space around it. તો જે પણ structures pressure બનાવે, nearby structures જે nerve ઉપર pressure બનાવે. Say for example, if you are moving the hand into extreme flexion, તો median nerve ઉપર flexor retinaculum માં stress produce થશે. Yes, and that is termed as closing mechanism. Closing એટલે કે એવી mechanism જેમાં nerve pack થઈ જાય, that is closing. Opposite આનું, that is opening mechanism. Opening mechanism means those that produce reduced pressure on a neural structure. આનું opposite. Yes, જેમાં nerve એકદમ free થઈ જાય, જેની ઉપર pressure નહીં હોય. If there is no pressure, it can move more comfortably. Yes, so that is opening mechanism. So opening mechanism are those that produce reduced pressure on a neural structure. The reduced pressure occurs when the space around the neural structure is increased by a particular maneuver. Say for example, position of a joint. તો કોઈ પણ position હશે joint ની, એમાં ઈ relax થઈ જાય or એની ઉપર pressure સૌથી ઓછું થઈ જાય, that is termed as opening mechanism. એની ઉપર pressure generate થાય, more amount of pressure is exerted, that is closing mechanism of that nerve. Now how it responds to movement. Yes, that is the main part. So there are two techniques as we already have described before. So one is sliding and one is tensioning techniques. Yes, sliding or also termed as gliding technique, and other is the main, that is tensioning technique. Tensioning technique માં એક જ more important point, બધા structures or બધા joints જ્યાંથી pass થશે એમાં બધામાં એને stretch કરવાનું. And opposite, when we talk about sliding, સ્લાઇડિંગ માં એક જગ્યામાં એક જોઈન્ટમાં જ્યારે એની ઉપર ટેન્શન હોય, બીજામાં આપણે રિલેક્સ આપશું. Yes, so that it can move and viscoelastic property can be easily maintained. Yes, so neurodynamic sliders. The slider is a neurodynamic maneuver whose purpose is to produce a sliding movement of neural structures relative to their adjacent tissues. એટલે મસલ્સ છે, આજુબાજુ જે બીજા સોફ્ટ ટિશ્યુઝ છે, એની મૂવમેન્ટ ઓછી થઈને નર્વ વધારે મૂવ થાય. યસ, એટલે કે ફ્રિક્શન જે વિસ્કસ પ્રોપર્ટી છે એ વધારે ફ્રી થઈ જાય. That is what is the aim of sliding techniques. Whereas in tensioning techniques, that is neurodynamic tensioners, the tensioner is a neurodynamic test that produce an increase in the tension in neural structures. It relies on the natural viscoelasticity of the nervous system and does not pass the elastic limit. Main, જ્યારે પણ તમે tension આપવાના હોય, yes, say for example I am providing tension to the median nerve, at this time utmost important it is not to exceed the elastic property. જેટલી એની stretchability છે એને જ maintain કરીને આપણે એને stretch કરવાનું છે. If you go beyond that, what will happen? It will break off. Yes, so there are chances, if done in a limit, it will allow the patient to relax the whole part. If done excessively, it will aggravate the condition, even worse the condition. Yes, therefore the technique does not produce damage, and if performed generally, only when performed gently. Yes, if not performed gently, it will damage the part. May improve the neural viscoelastic and physiological function. જે પણ function છે અને viscoelastic properties છે એ part ની એ enhance થશે. Yes, if you provide both neurodynamic tensioning or sliding techniques. Sliding is much more safer compared to tensioning techniques. General neuropathodynamics, that is mechanical interface dysfunction, neural dysfunction, innervated tissue dysfunction. ત્રણ લેવલ ઉપર આપણે ન્યુરોડાયનામિક્સ અપ્લાય કરી શકીએ. સો ફર્સ્ટ મેકેનિકલ ઇન્ટરફેસ ડિસફંક્શન. મેકેનિકલી નર્વ, આખી નર્વ છે એ ક્યાંક કમ્પ્રેસ થઈ ગઈ હોય, yes, or it loses its property of viscoelasticity at that particular position. આપણે વાત કરી હતી CTS, yes, carpal tunnel syndrome in which flexor retinaculum becomes thick. એના લીધે મીડિયન નર્વ કમ્પ્રેસ થઈ જાય. મીડિયન નર્વ કમ્પ્રેસ થઈ જશે તો એને રિલીવ કરવા માટે યુ કેન અપ્લાય વન ઓફ ધ ટેકનિક, સ્લાઇડિંગ ઓર ટેન્શનિંગ ટેકનિક. બટ ત્યાં વાંધો શું છે, મેકેનિકલી ફ્લેક્સર રેટિનોક્યુલમ થિક થઈ ગયું, એડજેસન્ટ સ્ટ્રક્ચર છે થિક થઈ ગયા, એના લીધે હેમ્પર થઈ ગયું એનું ફંક્શન. યસ, સો ધેટ ઇઝ મેકેનિકલ ઇન્ટરફેસ ડિસફંક્શન. ઇન્ટરફેસ મીન્સ ટુ ઇન્ટરેક્ટ ઓર સરાઉન્ડિંગલી જે થાય છે એને ઇન્ટરફેસ કહેવાય છે. સેકન્ડ, ન્યુરલ ડિસફંક્શન. યસ, સો નર્વ itself is damaged somewhere. નર્વ ક્યાંક કપાઈ ગઈ હોય or nerve is damaged from externally, that can cause neural dysfunction. And third most important, innervated tissue dysfunction. Muscles ma problem hoy or receptors ma kek problem hoy. If you are talking about sensory part, receptors are the main part, and if you are talking about the motor part, muscles are the main part. Yes, so muscles or receptors can પણ damage થઈ જાય, that will be again that is general neuropathodynamics, or we can say where we can easily apply neurodynamics and better the condition of the patient. First, mechanical interface dysfunction. So closing dysfunction, opening dysfunction. આપણે પહેલા જ આ વસ્તુ છે closing and opening, these two terms. Closing means જેનાથી compression આવશે, opening means compression વયું જશે. So closing dysfunction, reduced closing and excessive closing, and opening dysfunction, reduced opening or excessive opening. Pathoanatomical dysfunction, example spondylolisthesis. Yes, this is an disease related to age in which there is continuously change in the vertebrae. Yes, and because of this change in the vertebrae, there is compression on the nerve. Nerve upar compression avse, vertebrae ma changes avse ena lidhe. And because of this, the patient has radiating pain in the whole arm, neck and the whole arm. Akha hath ma dukhawo thase. So this is spondylolisthesis. Also pathophysiological dysfunction like inflammation. Anywhere there is chances that there will be injury, and because of the injury there will be inflammation. So even in any region in the course of the nerve, જ્યાં જ્યાં nerve supply કરે છે, જ્યાં જ્યાંથી nerve move થાય છે from the spinal cord to the periphery, ક્યાંય પણ inflammation થશે એના લીધે it can get compressed very easily. That is mechanical. Second is neural. Neural sliding dysfunction, tensioning dysfunction and hypermobility. કોઈ પણ જગ્યાએ એ સ્લાઇડ ના થઈ શકે or directly stretch ના થઈ શકે, that is tensioning. And hypermobility, excessively કોઈ પણ જગ્યાએ move થશે તો શું થશે, if this structure is meant to be this way, not up to the limit, yes, તો શું થશે, there are chances it will get dislodged and completely cut. Yes, so that is hypermobility. કોઈ પણ જગ્યાએ વધારે move થવા માંડે તો there are chances elasticity અને lose કરી દેશે અને રહી જશે. Yes, so that is ન્યુરલ સ્લાઇડિંગ. એટલે સ્લાઇડિંગ નોર્મલ જે છે એ નથી થઈ શકતું. ટેન્શનિંગ, that is stretch નથી થઈ શકતું. or third, hyper mobility, excessive mobility ના લીધે there are chances it will get damaged. This is second. Now coming to neurodynamic testing. Yes, જ્યારે પણ કોઈ પણ dysfunction we want to test related to nerves, then we go for tensioning techniques. Yes, that is neurodynamic test. What to observe? First is change in the movement. Second, movement diagram. Now, change in the movement or movement diagram, to understand this, first you have to understand what is a movement. Whenever we are doing any motion, any range of motion, say for example, from wrist neutral position, I'm moving it into flexion. તો આની સાથે કયા કયા સ્ટ્રક્ચર સાથે મૂવ થવા જોઈએ? સ્કિન, સુપરફિશિયલ ફેશિયા, ડીપ ફેશિયા, માયોફેશિયા, મસલ, nerves, blood vessels, yes, and other soft tissues, ligament or so, if possible, or whichever are possible in the joint, and the capsule also. Yes, along with the bone. So 10 structures we calculated, e move thava joy. This, if we say how much range of motion for each one of them, the skin 2 to 3 mm આગળ જવી જોઈએ, સુપરફિશિયલ ફેશિયા, ડીપ ફેશિયા, મસલ્સ આટલું રેન્જ હોવું જોઈએ, જોઈન્ટ્સની આટલી મોબિલિટી હોવી જોઈએ, આ બધું એક આપણે ડાયાગ્રામમાં રિપ્રેઝન્ટ કરીએ, that is movement diagram. And then we compare it to the opposite side. Always જ્યારે પણ dysfunction હોય કોઈ પણ બોડીમાં એક જગ્યાએ, we always try to compare it to the opposite side. Yes, here also in the neurodynamics also we are going to do the same thing. જ્યારે હું મને ખબર છે કે left hand માં I have problem, I am not able to do this, you compare it to the right hand and see if it is same or if it is affected. Yes, so you check for the normal side, then you check for the affected side, then that will give you a clear idea. તમને વધારે સરખી રીતે ખબર પડશે, yes, what is affected, what is not affected and normal. Planning the examination and levels. So which nerves you want to take, you want to examine depending on the patient's complaint, upper limb, lower limb specifically sciatic nerve, upper limb comparatively which radial nerve, medial nerve, what is involved. Depending on that, you are going to check for that specific level only. General points to consider. So first, explanation to the patient. પેલા patient ને clear કરી દેવાનું શું કરવાના છો શું નહીં. Second, bilateral comparison, as we already described. Whenever you want to talk to the patient, when you are examining the patient, you are always going to compare it to the opposite side and then compare to the normal side, or sorry, compare it to the non-affected side and then compare it to the affected side. Test the unaffected side first, always, so that you are clear what is the normal range of motion for that individual, and then you are going to check for the affected side. Maintain each movement precisely. Yes, there are segments. Pela neck ne side flexion માં લઈ જવાનું, shoulder ne abduction 90 degree, elbow extension, wrist extension, fingers extension. Yes, and this you have to maintain passively. This all is to be done passively as much as possible. Then only you can see tensioning techniques. Tensioning techniques તો જ વધારે આવશે જ્યારે passively કરશો. Actively also you can teach the patient to do it, but first to examine you have to do it passively. Be gentle and do not hurry. ઇવોક વર્સિસ પ્રોવોક મોર ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ. ઇવોક એટલે કે પેશન્ટને સિમ્પટમ્સ આવવાના સ્ટાર્ટ થાય, દેટ ઇઝ ઇવોક. પ્રોવોક એટલે પેશન્ટ કે છે અને સિમ્પટમ આવે છે, સ્ટીલ યુ મેન્ટેન, so you are damaging the part. Yes, tensioning technique is something that is you are stretching the neural tissue and a prolonged period of time સુધી stretch નહીં કરી રાખવાનું. If you do that, you are damaging the part, you are damaging the patient. Yes, and that is unethical, you should not do it. એટલે પેલા ઇવોક કરવાના, અહીંયા મેન્ટેન કરી પોઝિશન. Ask the patient if the symptoms are there. They agree, yes, symptoms have increased. Stop it right there. Yes, do not give more amount of tensioning there. If you do, you are damaging the neurons, you are damaging the nerve as a whole, and damaging the part. Patient will not come to you. Yes, and short duration of therapy. That is why evoke versus provoke is essential. Yes, duration should 2 minutes. That also nothing. There is no pain that is aggravating or radiating. Stop the treatment, stop the test. You are not supposed to move it more than 2 minutes. More than 2 minutes means normal lesion structures damage. So nerves are being worked. Yes, so that is the duration you should keep in mind while providing the testing. So one of the things I'll just show you in the diagram. It will be clear to you what is what is. So we have to single test and chronic test can also specific. These are the low tension needs. LT. One of them specifically is positive when sciatic nerve is involved, and when sciatic nerve is specifically involved vertebral level, જ્યાંથી originate થાય છે spine માંથી, ત્યાં PIVD Yes, I think my connection was lost. Okay. Yes, able to hear me, able to see me and see the presentation. Okay. Yeah. So you might have heard people say कि गादी खसी गई है. Yes, that means what? The gadi that they are referring to is IV disc, intervertebral disc between the two vertebrae. The space between the disc is fixed and any vache IV disc is fixed. This IV disc may move out from its position because of increased pressure or because of changes in because of the age. ઉંમરના લીધે પણ changes આવે IV disc માં. And because of that, the IV disc may move out. Once it moves out, it will move where? Posteriorly most of the times. Yes. And this posterior region, it is compressing of spinal canal where spinal cord is passing. Spinal cord ઉપર compression, that is પેરિફેરલી જે પેરિફેરલ નર્વ્સ નીકળે છે સ્પાઇનલ નર્વ્સ નીકળે છે એ કમ્પ્રેસ થઈ જાય એટલે આખા પગમાં ઝણઝણાટી નહીં બોલતી હોય that is tingling numbness in the lower limb, that is sciatica. For that specifically we are going to see the slump test. So what is the slump test? First thing, you have to ask the patient to sit on the side or the edge of the table. Yes, when the patient is sitting on the edge of the table, you have to ask the patient to move the head. Sorry, okay, we'll start with the lower extremity first. You ask the patient to sit with slump position. Yes, your back should be flexed, completely flexed. And this શું spinal cord જે છે એ ઉપરની બાજુ move થશે એટલે stretch નીચેની બાજુ આવવા માંડશે. Then you ask the patient to perform knee extension. You can see here from the photograph. From the photograph, it is very clear. You go for knee extension and dorsiflexion with toes into dorsiflexion. Yes, or extension. After this, you go and ask the patient to move the head into flexion position, and you posteriorly, passively, will go for more and more amount of neck flexion. એનાથી શું થશે? ઉપરથી you are stretching the spinal cord upwards, spinal cord ઉપર આવશે. નીચેની બાજુ you are moving the spinal cord into dorsiflexion, knee extension એટલે ત્યાંથી પણ stretch કરશો એટલે આખું slump sciatic nerve છે એ stretch થશે. When it is in stretch position, then the patient will say if they have pain or not. Impinge થતું હશે તો એમાં pain થવા માંડશે and the patient will tell yes, it is radiating to lower limb. આખા પગમાં tingling numbness type of sensations આવશે. Yes, so that is steps in the slump. So this is also you can increase the moderation level or severity level by asking the patient slump to already છે. The patient is slump already and then you are asking the patient to go for side flexion. જે બાજુ affected side છે એના opposite side. Say for example, if I'm testing for the left side, I'll ask the patient slump થઈને right side move કરે. Right side જેમ move કરશે વધારે હજી tension એમાં produce થશે. Yes, because the spinal cord we want to go on the left side. એટલે opposite side વધારે tension થઈને શું થશે? It will cause the nerve to get stretched. Once it is stretched, it will give signs and symptoms. Sign and symptom આવશે 100%. You will confirm yes, the patient has certain disease or the nerve is affected. Nerve affected, you can provide specifically this type of exercises also. Which are the types of exercises you learn in subsequent classes or semesters? Yes. Okay, with this even neurodynamics is over. Any doubts you have so far in neurodynamics, please let me know.